It's our last day. You guys excited?
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, awesome. I'm really excited. I want to get the show on the road. You guys okay back there? You want to sit down? You guys working on your presentations already? Esto que no había dado. David, ¿qué lo veo? Sí, David. Can you guys come and join the seats? Can you come and sit and everyone ready? Alright, so you have your notepads, you have your pencils. Let's go quickly. I want to show you what we're going to do today. Today we're going to go through the critique, feedback, and presentation. So first, I want to share really good, exciting news with you. We have had a big challenge with the GSF, and that's continuation. You come here, you travel, you spend a lot of time working, and you go through all the processes, ideating and presenting, and then the one that you don't do well is implementing, right? So tomorrow maybe you forget about your action plan. And you worked a lot. We made over 1,000 ideas. We put in more than 30 hours of work in these 3 or 4 days. And if you count the age of all your experts and mentors, you have like 500 years of experience. So very few plans continue, and that's very sad. So starting this year, you have the opportunity to be in the first ever online competition. That's going to happen 6 months from today. So what's 6 months from today?
6 months from today.
September,
March.
October,
March.
March, great. So March. And what day is it today?
24th.
March 24th.
Right after my birthday.
7 days after St. Patrick's Day in the United States. We're going to have a prize for the best action plan, that's today. And in 6 months, we're going to give a prize for the best implementation. And what is implementation? It's that the action plan lives on and it does not die today. It's that you grew your idea and you took it a step further. More than just the first steps, you developed it. You used your budget and you got the money that you wanted to ask for. Today when you present, you're going to have to tell me how much money you think you're going to need, right? Every feasible action plan. I want to see that you went out there and that worked, that you fundraised or that you got the donation. You're going to know that you made the money. I want to see that you have people involved, not just one person, a team, you know? And I want to see that you had challenges and that you overcame them. Maybe it set you back and maybe you kept going. And I want to see this progress. I don't want to see the week before, I'm ready, okay? We're going to track your progress from here to 6 months with check-in points. Maybe every week, maybe every month, maybe every 2 weeks, but you need some kind of linear, steady progress, okay? Does that make sense? Are you got a Awesome. And of course, both of these people are going to Dubai. Both of these teams or team representatives are going to Dubai. And we'll hear a little bit more about Dubai. So another housekeeping is the Community Service Challenge. So how many people do you think, how many signatures was the most?
12.
Nope. More?
2.
More?
50.
More?
40.
About 70, 69 signatures. It's a lucky number. 69 signatures. And do we know what team that was?
Group 6.
Team 4.
What?
Team 4, you made money, so round of applause for Team 4. That's awesome. Can you raise your hand if you're Team 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. And so during lunch, you guys get a lot of money. How much money is it, David?
$100.
100 US dollars. 100 US dollars. So during lunch, come see David, the whole team, so you can come get your money. So one last reminder, suggestions, please fill them out. Even after the GSF, during the presentations today, remember, okay? Remember these suggestions are also for each other. So but today, while you see the presentations happening, okay, if you think someone should talk slower, let them know. If you think they should talk faster, louder, lower, not use their hands so much. Use more hands. You let them know, okay? That's helpful for people. We're here to build on these characteristics, to build on these skills, okay? Anonymous, so no one will know. I already got my first one, and that means I love you, so thank you.
Hey, baby.
All right, so today, we're in the last process. Critique, feedback, and final presentations. So first, the critique. Who can tell me why we critique? What is the point of critiquing someone? What's that?
Improve something.
Improve something, yeah. There's also the reason that, when you start working on your own project, you think you know so much that you think everybody knows it, and you assume everyone understands everything, and you leave out details. So before a presentation today, we're going to have a chance to critique each other's work. So one key point is that simplicity is key. Who can tell me what that means?
Less is more.
Less is more, that's exactly right. So Albert Einstein once said, if you can't explain it simply, with few words, then you don't know it, right? So you guys think you can, what's the show? So you think you can dance? No. So you think you know your action plan? Who here thinks they know their action plan? Who understands their action plan? Come on, you've been working for 5 hours yesterday, okay? So if you really understand your action plan, today you have a challenge. Today's activity is that in only 30 minutes, you're going to make 2 posters, okay? One poster is going to be an action plan. Another poster is going to be the questions that you have for your mentors, for your organizers, and for your tribe experts. But this is not the same as yesterday's posters. Who can tell me why? Who can tell me why? What's the difference between yesterday's 3 ideas poster and today's action plan poster?
Because only one poster has been selected by one team, and we are working on an action plan, so we need to have steps to complete that poster. And while doing that action plan, we are having some questions to clear it. Might be they are not available on the web, but we are having the experts to answer that.
Yeah, so yesterday you spent 5 hours, okay? The 3 ideas poster were just ideas, not thought out. They didn't have a lot of depth. Today, in one poster, you have to communicate all the work that you did yesterday, okay? So this poster needs to stand alone and speak for itself. You are not going to present the poster, okay? Yesterday, you had the poster, and you said something, and you wrote something pretty, a nice picture, and you stood and you said blah 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 blah. Today, you're going to make the poster and leave it. And it's your job to make sure we mentors and your student colleagues understand the poster without you there. Okay? O sea, que tienen que entender el poster sin estar ahí. No se van a parar al lado de él para explicar. And this is a poster that should also explain some of your detail. Okay? One poster for your action plan, one poster for your questions. So it's going to look like this. In the room, you're going to put up these 2 posters. You see my poster in gray? Yeah. One action plan. Make sure you have your problem, your solution, how you're going to do it, all the elements of an action plan. Remember from the first lecture, from the first day, you have to identify the problem, tell me the research that you've done with numbers, and tell me about the impact that your solution is going to have. Then right next to that poster, questions for me, for track experts, for your students. One very important thing is that you fly from all over the world to come here. We are international. So maybe I have an idea, and maybe this idea has already been done in another country. So ask. Yesterday, one idea was Engineers Without Borders. Okay? In the United States, that's an organization that does community service, they do international work. And someone from Colombia, I think, wanted to have something called Engineers Without Borders. And I said, we have that. And they said, what? So you are a resource. The internet, the track experts, but you are each other's biggest resource. Does that make sense? So ask each other, okay? Have you seen this before? Do you know, are there any other ones like it? How can we get money? What's the most creative way or effective way you know of getting money? Maybe you need numbers for research, you know? How many classes did you take? Maybe this is part of your investigation. Maybe you're stuck between if your name should be red or blue. And you can have the students, the mentors, and you each other do it. So you take 30 minutes. So in 30 minutes you make a poster. And then everyone will give feedback. You will give and you will receive feedback. So, ready? The track 1 people will leave their posters on the wall and walk to the track 2 room. Okay? The track 2 people walk to the track 3 room. And the track 3 people
Walk to track 1.
That's exactly right. So when you get to this room, what do? You have Post-it, okay? You do not have to give your name if you don't want to. So you have a Post-it and you see something they say and you say, I have a suggestion. Blah, 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 blah. Put it on there. You see the next question. Oh, how do you get funding? I know how to get money. And you write how to get money. And you answer them and you help them. And you go through the process, okay? And you help them and you put stickers all over it. And you circle the room so that you see all the posters there, all right? So after this critique, now you have feedback. Now you have to incorporate the feedback. And this happened yesterday, right? When your mentor said, this is good, this is better, think about this, have you thought about why this, why that? So there's a lot of feedback that you're going to get, and it's all very good. Make it quality feedback, but maybe not all of it is useful to you, okay? Maybe in the presentation you only have a slide that says, things to consider in the future, but you don't have to do everything and incorporate everything for today's presentation. Le van a dar muchas sugerencias y es mejor reconocer esas sugerencias y no perder tiempo en las que no pueden hacer para hoy, pero mencionarlas en la presentación. Cosa de que estén, o sea, como que conozcan las sugerencias, las reconozcan, pero si no les da tiempo de ver todo y de investigarlo todo, no tienen que investigarlo todo hoy. Okay? Does that make sense? Any questions up to this? So, exactly, use it in the slides for your presentation today. And so finally, we have the final presentation. Yes, question.
Can we use the part of yesterday's poster for this?
You can build on yesterday's poster. Yeah, if you want to use yesterday's poster and add more information, that's great. Okay, that's a good idea. That's fine. Yeah, sure. And we have a lot of paper in our headquarters, so let us know if you need more. Okay. So this is how it should feel. Like you're winning at the next GSF, right? Hashtag winning. So remember your presentations. They need to be creative, right? They need to be different. Like the syllabus from the first day. Remember the syllabus? Instead of writing a letter, make cartoons. They need to be clear. So Happy Mom's Day. Very clear. Very easy to understand. And they need to be captivating. They need to make you want to see them, make you want to understand and hear them. Okay? So maybe we've had a lot of questions, what should be in an action plan? So I want to go over it. You need a problem and motivation. Okay? We're going to be looking for all of these things in the judging. In order to win, you should have all of these things. So you need to have a proposed solution and strategy, how you're going to do it. Right? Feasibility. Can you do this idea? Are you trying to have a meeting with the 300 presidents of every country of the world? Maybe not. Maybe not so realistic. Stakeholders. Who knows what stakeholders are? Can I get, what's a stakeholder?
a person that's around the organization is important to understand, like clients, suppliers.
Yeah. Yeah, so a person, a stakeholder, is a person that has or holds a stake. And a stake, back in the day, used to be how you would represent yourself, you know, or like a meeting, or like an auction, or something. So they have importance in that business or in that organization, in your action. So you need a budget. I need numbers. I need to know that this is going to work and that it's going to work well. And I want to know timeline. When do you think it's going to be done? Is it tomorrow? Is it in a month? Is it in a year? How thoroughly have you thought about that timeline? And finally, I want to see the deliverable of what you're doing. You have an action plan, but what is the action plan? Is it to make a video in a year? Is it to make a software? Is it to make a board game to play or on the table? Is it a club that you want to start? Like Engineers Without Borders? Do you want to start an organization? What is it? So all these slides are going to be available in your track sessions when you go there. So final presentation logistics, you have 7 minutes to present, okay? We will cut you off. There will be a buzzer, and we will say, "Beep," and you have to stop talking, unfortunately, okay? So we'll let you know when you have 5 minutes left, 1 minute left, or 5 minutes left, 3 minutes left, 1 minute left, okay? Then you have 5 minutes of question and answer, and then we transition to computers. So I want you to send your presentation to your track moderators before lunch, all right? Before you go to lunch and leave the room, send them to your moderators. And so this is how it goes, okay? This is the flow. Every team presents inside your track rooms, over there. We pick one winner, the judges will pick one winner for every track, okay? Then those 3 winners, because there's 3 tracks, come here. And all of us see them present again. And those final 3 compete for the best overall winner for the Dubai trip. Does that make sense? Are there any questions? No questions? ¿Todo está claro? Someone want to say? All right.
And there is another winner in the men's.
Yep, yeah. And so today is the first winner, and the second winner is in 6 months. That's perfect. Okay? So, all right. What happens now? We're going to break up into our colors. Okay? Let me tell you the timing, because we're pretty tight today. All right? First, 5 minutes to get to your rooms. Todo está fríamente calculado. 5 minutes to ask your moderators, what did Jessica say? What is she trying? Then 30 minutes to begin your post. Okay? At 30 minutes, when the time is 30 minutes, your moderators are going to yell, hands up, and your posters have to be on the wall. Okay? 10 minutes to move around. So track 1 goes where?
Track 2.
And track 2?
Track 3.
And track 3?
Track 1.
Got it. Then you have 30 minutes to critique. You have post-it notes with you. Take a pen. There should be post-it notes, if not lots of tape and paper. Then we have a coffee break. How do you like the coffee breaks? You like them? You don't like them? Awesome! I'm like, what is this awesome food? I want to live in Colombia. And then you have 100 minutes to prepare your presentations. 100 minutes. And then we go to lunch after the presentation. So let's do this together. Alright, so what time is it right now? What time is it?
9:22.
So let's say it's 9:25. Give you an extra 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And what's 9:20?
9:30.
5 plus 5 minutes.
9:30.
Oh, wait. 5-minute Q&A begins at what time?
9:30.
30 minutes begin at what time?
10 o'clock.
Huh?
9:35.
10:35. We're engineers, right?
10 o'clock.
10:05.
Yeah, 10:05. Trick question. 30-minute fatigue?
10:15.
Then go 5.
10-minute transition.
10, 15, 10, 15.
10-minute transition. 10:15.
Is that okay? What time is this?
10:45.
What time is this?
11:15. Oh, this one's
And
harder.
what time is lunch?
No. 12.
What time is lunch?
12.
12:55.
12. 12.
Let's get to it. Go.